I'm Cheyenne, and before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I have been a cheerleader for the past 10 years, and I'm about to start my third year as a coach. I have been to the Cheerleading World Championships 5 times and competed. Of those 3 years, I have made it into the top 10. I'm going to teach you some stretches and drills that will help in jump height and technique. All right, you ready? Let's go. Before we start any of the drills, I think it's important that you are warmed up so we don't hurt any of our muscles. So you can jog in place for like 2 minutes. We do jumping jacks. Yeah, I mean, anything just to get your body warm is really important. And then I like to start with some basic stretching. It's good just to stretch those muscles, reach down for about 10 seconds on each leg. Walk it over to the other side. We stretch down the middle. Stretch it backwards. I like to do a lot of seated stretching. Reach across. And to the other side. Like to reach down the middle. Making sure when you do these stretches that your feet are rolled back. Don't let them come in. Otherwise, we're not really helping our toe touches at all. So yeah, if they start to roll in, just take it up a little bit. And also, I don't know if you can see, but we don't want to reach like this because that's not helping you. Try and keep your back as flat as possible, and then go down. Good. You can do pike. Stretch. This is a little hard for me. That's why it's good when we do the leg lifts later. We're using these muscles because I can still get my pikes up, and I'm not very flexible in this direction at all. All right. We can do some basic lunges. Making sure your knee doesn't pass your foot. And this leg is as straight as possible. Good. And then we lean back. As we're leaning back, reach forward. You should feel the stretch here and here. Good. And then this is especially important. Making sure you're pushing your hips down. Good. And then split. Toes pointed. Good. And then other leg lunge. Good. And then lean back. I don't know what the strategy is. Good. And then push, grab that back foot, push the hips down. This one hurts a little bit. The front of your thigh, you should feel that. But it's good. You should feel the stretch. Oh, that's gonna hurt my foot. This way. Alright, so we do these in our gym. We put our hands up and some, I don't know if you can see, I'll take a step back. But on our toes, we do a couple of hops, leg straight. Good. And then we like to do X jumps. You can hit a high V as you do them. You can do hips, you can do behind your head, whatever works for you. Just making sure that when you go out and in, your feet are together before you land. Because we don't jump like this, that'd be bad. So about 10 is all you need. Point your toes out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. For your pineapple jumps, we're going to do a couple stretches. You can walk forward, pulling yourself in, getting on this bottom leg as you pull up, lifting, lifting, and backwards. Lift, lift, on your toe, lift, and lift. Good. And now we're going to lift in and out, in and out. We do about 10 on each leg. This is going to help loosen up those joints. And you're going to out and in, out and in, pointing into you. In, in. Good. And we hit a T. And we have them walk their hips forward. So you get that awkward position that your body needs to be in when you hit a toe touch. We don't kick our legs out here, right? We roll under. Good. Now you can do some pineapple jumps. The goal is you want your knee to touch your elbow while also getting your feet together at the end. If you were to kick your legs straight, that is where our toe touch is. If you kick it out, that's where your toe touch is going to be, right? What's important, you got them up and together, up and together. You can do about 10 of those, and that'll help. Good. All right, so before we even get to jumping, we still need to use those muscles that are used for toe touches, hurdles, and pegs. We'll start with some floor exercises. So unlike our straddle when we were stretching, bring it in a little bit closer and put one hand on each side of your right leg. We're going to do 10 lifts. You can do 15, 20. We work up to about 30. The first day we do like 10, and some are still struggling because if you aren't doing your toe touches right for years, you don't have the muscle that is used in a toe touch, which is your hip flexor muscle. So one hand on each side by your knee, keeping the chest up, and we lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And other leg, and same thing, keeping sure that neither of your toes are facing forward. You want them facing back. And we reach through the middle. You can put your hands on here. I like to keep them mid-center, so it keeps my chest up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And bring them in. And we do 10 on each leg, and then both legs again. And hand by your knee, chest up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And both legs, chest up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And I think that's it for the floor. For now. Anyways. And hit a T. Make sure it's a little bit in front of you. You don't want it all the way flat. We kick behind our hands and toe touches. And do 10 kicks on each leg. We kick on 1 and 5, snap down on 2 and 6, And you can do blades, or you can do T, whichever works for you. My legs are incredibly quick. And you kick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you do that 10 times roughly. You can do more or less. It's important that as hard as you kick up, you snap down. So if you kick too high and you can't bring it down, then kick lower and snap hard down. Because if you don't snap down hard, you're going to be jumping here, here, and then we have ugly toe touches. And then 10 on this side, kick, kick. Making sure when you kick, your arms aren't going up or down, you're not dropping your chest. Drop your chest, this is as high as your feet can go. Keep it up, and go all the way up. Also, we do, in a goalpost here, we do 10 kicks on right and down, left and down, and the same exact thing. Snap, snap. Sorry, my first demonstration was not correct. It needs to be kick, kick. And then also, we kick, kick, kick for your hurdle jumps. It's not trying to kick way back here. That's not what it is. It's basically a split jump. So this leg is coming up to your face, and this one is just bending straight down here, right? So we don't want to kick back here anymore. If that's what you were taught, it's not right, so probably shouldn't do it. So yeah, 10 kicks, just snap, 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 snap on each leg, 10 times. And then we have another drill, which is hard to demonstrate by myself. But I'll try. What it is, I'm gonna move you this way for a second. Okay. Can't see me. Okay. So if you can see, do the T in a pike position. Here I see the top of my legs. My toes, they don't have to be pointed really, but you go from a pike, and then you want to snap, snap. And when you do this, making sure your butt doesn't come way up, because that's not what it is. So you gotta be here, snap, 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 snap. Making sure your legs come all the way up into a pike, and that they don't stay snap, snap, because that would be wrong, okay? So you can do 10, 15, however many you like of that. Those really help. And then I'll take you with me over here for like a little traveling show. Everyone's favorite. They cringe when they do these. It's okay. Grab a wall, whatever. Doesn't have to be a stairwell. And then what you do, you just knot out here, knot down here, out to the side a little bit, hold your leg up, okay? Can you see from that angle? So, this angle, okay? It's not directly in front of me. It's to the side a little bit. And you can hold that for about 30 seconds. So just hold, and yes, your leg will start to shake, and it will hurt. And do that on each leg. For flyers, we also do back, which it does help. Alright, so a couple of last minute tips before you start jumping. One thing people don't realize is you're rotating your hips. It's almost like, let's see if you can see, it's almost like you're sitting and then you're pulling your feet into you, like a pike with your feet a little, here, chest is up, and then here. Doesn't that look like a hyperextended? And I'm not even that flexible. It's impossible. You know, if you were to do your middle splits, you don't have to have your middle splits to do a toe touch. If you're in your middle splits, so you try lifting your feet here, that's as high as they're gonna get. They're not gonna get hyperextended. It's not gonna happen. So it's all about sitting, rotating your hips under, and kicking up. So if you really aren't getting it, you know, do a toe touch and practice landing almost on your back. It can be on your bed, on a couch, on a mat at cheer, whatever you like. Just, you know, don't destroy anything while you're doing it, but really practice sitting in your jump. And once it clicks, it'll help. And don't always rely on it. Try getting that same feeling in the air, you know, rolling, and then snapping your chest up. That will help a ton. And that's why when you do the kicks, kick up, kick down, that you're getting your feet under you. Otherwise, you know, there's not going to be a couch under you forever, and you got to keep your chest up still. So yeah, when, you know, you get the sitting, try keeping your hip up or your chest up as well. So hip, okay? That's probably the best way I can explain that to you. So yeah, let's get to jumping. All right, so in my gym, we do toe touches from a high feet. That's on 1, break 2, bend 3, jump 4, clean 5. Alright, so it would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I realized that wasn't my best jump ever, but I'm on hardwood floor and I really didn't want to hurt myself. Make sure your toes are pointed, you're rolling your hips, and really get them up. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 5. Okay? Next would be a hurdle jump, and we clap to the front, cone on 1, 2, bend 3, jump 4, 5. Alright, so I'm going to demonstrate that. Sorry, this is on the other floor. 5, 6, oops, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Same for each leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Not going to demonstrate my pike because not feeling it today, but you get the gist of it. Thanks for joining my show today, guys. Hope it helps.